I'm 21, and about a month ago I moved into a shared apartment because I needed something cheap and fast. I found the listing on Instagram, and the owner, Marcos, seemed completely normal. Not overly friendly, not weird, just a guy renting out a room. Honestly, the place looked good enough, so I took it the same day. The first week was quiet. Marcos worked from home, but we barely talked. I'd come in, he'd nod, and that was it. Nothing strange at all, but I started noticing something small that didn't make sense. Every time I arrived home, he somehow stepped out of his room, exactly when I put the key in the lock. Not before, not after, just perfectly timed. At first I thought it was coincidence, maybe he just had good hearing or something. One morning while I was grabbing breakfast, he said, "You're in a hurry today, huh?" And I hadn't said a word. I hadn't even looked rushed, but yeah, I was running late. Still, I let it slide because maybe he just guessed. Then one Sunday I went for a run. I didn't post anything, didn't tell anyone, I just left and came back. And when I walked into the kitchen, Marcos looked at me and said, "How far did you go today?" 5 kilometers? And I laughed thinking he was joking, but he didn't smile. He just kept chopping vegetables like he hadn't said anything strange. That's when I started wondering how he even knew I'd gone running, or the distance, but again, I tried to rationalize it. Maybe he saw me leave in running clothes, maybe he saw me come back sweaty, whatever. Things got weird in the third week. I was in my room watching videos with headphones on when I heard a soft tap on the wall. Just one. Not loud. Like someone checking if I was awake. I took off one earbud and waited, but there was silence. Then about 10 seconds later, another tap. Even softer, so I opened my door thinking maybe Marcos needed something. But the hallway was empty, his door was closed, lights off, so I went back to my room and ignored it. The next morning, while we were both in the kitchen, he said, "You went to sleep late last night," and it wasn't a question, it was a statement. I told him, "Yeah, I stayed up watching videos," and he said, "Yeah, I heard you moving." But I didn't move. I was lying still in bed with headphones on, and that's when I started feeling uncomfortable because it didn't make sense, but I still didn't have anything solid to point at.